Okay, the second time I'm doing this. The first time was too long. I couldn't upload it because it was too big. So I'll try to be shorter this time. On the right, I think, is maybe your best ever one plane swing. And the big difference I see between this one, actually there's two differences. Your shoulders are much more tilted on the right side than you are on the left. I'll show you that in a second. Both swings are one plane because your arms line up really good with your shoulders, but the difference is on the right, look at your shoulders that are about 38 degrees. On the left, your shoulders are 32. Now that's not a big difference, but it definitely is a difference. On the way down, talk about release in a minute, but when the club comes out from behind your shoulders have even a little bit more tilt in them. We move this one to the same spot. So club's about in the same spot there. Here, shoulders are like 47 degrees, and on this side, 38. So I think your shoulders need to be a little bit more tilted, and that'll let the club swing back to the inside a little bit easier. The other thing I notice on the right here is if you look at your right hand, your right arm is releasing along with your left arm, because right there you can see your right hand. If we do that on the other side, you can see your right hand kind of holding on there. The left hand is rotating faster than the right one, so you can kind of see it in that frame there. There's kind of a stall in the club face there where it looks like your right arm is just kind of hanging on. We'll see it from the other angle a little bit better. But if you look at this and look at the difference in the distance that your hands are from your body, on the left here you can see there's a lot of space there. On this side there isn't much space at all, and that's mostly because on the right hand side here your right arm is releasing along with your left. You can kind of see that right arm rotation there, and the shaft gets back to the target line. On this side you can see it kind of a little bit of a hold on there where your left arm's trying to go around your right one. You don't see any of that over here. You don't see any buckle in this arm going through like you see here. You can kind of see your left hand kind of swinging around your right one. And on this side, it doesn't do that at all. It just, both arms rotate right through there. And then when you come out of there, you actually come out at a little steeper angle. Both one planes, but I think the one on the left is a little bit too shallow. Plus there's a lot more arch in your back on the left side than on the right, which means you're using your body a lot more to generate speed than you are on the right here. See, and I think what happens is that your crossover comes too late. I think your hands release a little bit too late. It needs to feel almost a little bit more flippy, because if you look at that, there's no hang up, there's nothing there that looks restrictive at all. That right arm rotates out of the way, and here it looks like right there, like you're holding on a little bit there. If I go to front swing, let me go back to front swing, and we'll get this one on this side. On the left here, you'll see what I'm talking about. Setup is good, backswing is good, weight's in the right place, but as you come through, it just looks like you're dragging the club too much, and you can see that right arm just kind of hang on there. See, the right arm is still there, still there, still there, still there. Finally, you see the bottom. Finally, you see the bottom of your right hand right there. And if we do that on this side, you're going to see the bottom of that right hand a lot earlier in the follow-through. So your crossover, see the difference there? See, at this frame here, which is about identical, you can see the bottom of your right hand. On this side, you can't see anything. You can actually see this angle now starting to hinge up. And if we keep going, see for you here, there's still hardly any angle. Still hardly any angle. Now you got a little bit of an angle, but by this time here, you've got almost a 90-degree angle, which means that on the right-hand side here, your hands are releasing sooner. You actually have a legitimate crossover here immediately after impact. Legitimate crossover where your left hand is higher than your right on the club, and on the other side you can see there really is no crossover yet. So it's more of a drag through than a release through. I mean, I think you're pretty close, but see, that position right there is really good. See, and you're not quite there, but that's because at this point it just looks like you're trying to drag with your shoulders. And on this one, you're actually releasing both hands through. You can kind of see the inside of your right arm now. Rotates all the way through there. It's a really good swing on the right. Okay, I'm going to do another clip for the driver with